Standard enthalpies of formation, which we discussed in the last video, can be used to calculate enthalpies of reaction. This is just another application of Hess's law. We take the sum of the delta H's of formation for each product multiplied by its stoichiometric coefficient and the sum of the delta H's of formation for each reactant also multiplied by its stoichiometric coefficient. Finally, we find the difference between the sums, products minus reactants. Be careful with your phases here. The delta H of formation for a given compound is different for its solid, liquid, and gas phases. Let's take a look at a problem involving delta H of formation to find delta H of reaction at 298 Kelvin for the combustion of propane to form carbon dioxide and water. The delta H's of formation for given compounds will be given on the exam, but again, make sure you grab the one with the correct phase. We may well give you the delta H of formation for O2 gas in addition to the delta H of formation for O2 liquid. We also expect that you know that the delta H of formation for anything in its standard or elemental state is 0, so we may omit values such as the delta H of formation for O2 gas intending for you to know that those values are 0. Remember that when we do this, we do products minus reactants. So we'll start by summing the delta H of formation for CO2 multiplied by 3 and the delta H of formation for H2O liquid multiplied by 4. And now we'll subtract out the sum of the delta H of formation for the C3H8 plus 5 times the delta H of formation of the O2 gas. In this case, the sum is negative 2225.3 kilojoules. Now, notice something about the units here. On the homework, it will only take units of kilojoules, and that's because technically we're saying 3 moles times kilojoules per mole, 4 moles times kilojoules per mole. So we end up with kilojoules. However, delta H's of reaction are reported on a kilojoule or joule per mole of reaction basis. So I would argue that it is not incorrect to add a per mole of reaction, but Pearson is set up, or Mastering Chemistry rather, is set up to just take kilojoules, so just pay attention to that.